Hi, it's Courtney. It is April the 1st. I'm not playing any April Fool's jokes today. I generally do. I have gotten my husband multiple times, and he doesn't like it. So I'm being nice. I am starting my pre-op diet on the 11th. I think I'm supposed to start on the 12th, but I decided to start a day early. I don't really know why. I think it's because it's the day after my birthday and I'm just going to dive on in. My birthday is April 10th. So I have 10 days until I have to drink all liquids for 2 weeks. And then my surgery, my vertical gastric sleeve surgery, is on April 26th. And I don't think I have anything more to say about that. Anyway, I wanted to make a video today to sort of talk about mindfulness, and that is, for me anyway, being aware of when you're actually hungry and when you are just emotional or bored or whatever and want to eat. I tend to take a couple deep breaths. For me, it's generally anxiety or boredom. I take a couple deep breaths, and if the hunger goes away, I know it's anxiety. If it doesn't go away, and if I know it's been several hours, I know to go eat. For me, something I have done is, before I even saw the surgeon, I did some research into mindfulness and into changing behaviors so that when those things come up, the anger, the sadness, the depression, the boredom, the anxiety, when they come up, I want alternate coping strategies for when those things happen, because I feel like they happen to me a lot, and it's generally why I go for junk to eat. I can remember previous to starting the nutrition visits in October, pretty much every night I was just stressed out over God knows what, and we would get cookies, candy, whatever, every night, because I just wanted to scratch that itch. I wanted to feel that that sugar wash over me and feel better. It's basically like a drug. So in my research, I read a book, which I might actually have downloaded on Kindle, I'll have to check, that kind of talked to you about things to do to supplement, and just sort of made you think about what you would do, or what things you like to do to supplement, to substitute those behaviors with, i.e. the eating, or for a junkie, the drugs or whatever. And I actually have a lot of things that I like to do, and I just worked on, back then, I haven't done so much shopping for it lately, but buying, or in some cases I had plenty of supplies, buying supplies for things I wanted to do, or buying supplies for new things I wanted to learn how to do. So like, I didn't know how to knit, and I have been teaching myself. I'm not really great at it yet. Let me lean in. Let's see if I can show any of this. This is just garter stitch, which is just knit back and forth. But I just learned online, which is free. The yarn isn't, neither were the needles. I've made, this is my second scarf, I think. The first scarf I made quite some time ago and gave it to my brother. It's probably a year and a half ago. And then this is another one that I'm making. It's just basically all charcoal gray. It might actually look kind of green in this picture. And then at the end it has some purple stripes. And at the other end it'll have that as well. But I haven't gotten that far. I'm pretty close to where I get to put more purple on and finish, but not really. So this is one thing. If you're into making things, I don't know why I keep looking at myself instead of the camera. If you're into making things, this is something to look into. Another thing I did, oh, let's see if I can make this, well, you can't really see it, and it's really kind of a mess over there. Another thing I've done is, well, it's actually not another thing, it's part of the knitting. I bought way too much yarn, and I think I have 4 boxes of it, which is a lot of yarn for somebody who's only knit 2 scarves. Actually, knit 2 scarves, and I have crocheted one. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. I also taught myself how to crochet. As a child, I knew how to crochet just one row, long chain, but I didn't know how to turn around and go the other direction. And that has changed. This is kind of an oatmeal color, and it's just all one color. I didn't do any color changes. So knitting, crocheting, I got 2 things under my belt now that I can turn to. One of the other things, and this is actually something I've been doing probably for 20 or more years. I like to work with little seed beads and make jewelry out of them. I have multiple pieces of jewelry that I've made over the years, but I grabbed one that I made not terribly recently, in the last couple of years, and I wanted to sort of, I guess, show it off. Let's see if it's visible. Oops. And it's got a little piece of fur in it from having touched the scarf below me. Anyway, this actually is pretty intense. Working with seed beads is really intense, and then having the pattern change on you and adding extra beads and having to pay attention, it can be super intense and very time consuming, which is good, because if your time is consumed, you're not going to eat. This is made out of pearls, Swarovski crystals, some delicas. What else is in here? Some other seed beads, and then, I don't know if you can tell, it's a nut. You know, just a piece of hardware. It's kind of neat. I thought it was really neat to have crystal and hardware together, so I went for it. Okay, I was wearing that, but I'm gonna turn it off, keep it off, because it's a little difficult to get on. It was too tight initially, and now it's much better because I've lost 52 pounds, probably a little bit more, because I haven't been on the scale in a week, so maybe 53. Who knows? What else did I do? I have a friend online who I actually knew when I lived in Philly, but she's moved to California, and she was always posting pictures of coloring that she was doing, and I thought it was pretty neat because I used to like to color. I think that I only have 2 books, and I haven't really done very much of this because I don't think I like to work. I don't think I like to push with my fingers. Oh, look at that. That's all I've done. One little section of one picture. On this one, anyway. And that, I did that with colored pencils. Oh, everything just slid at me. And then, another book as well. Let's see. I know I did something in here, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I've already started working on it and pulled it out to work on it. I haven't gotten very far with this one either, and I haven't really touched these in a while. I think more, and really probably too much of my free time is spent on the tablet that I'm recording with. I really like to play mobile games, and sometimes too much of my time gets spent there. Okay. I already mentioned in the Facebook group that I'm in that the other thing I like to do is play music. I downloaded, I never took piano lessons. I've always loved the piano. I asked for piano lessons growing up, and my parents bought me a guitar, and so I took guitar lessons for 5 years. Didn't love it. Didn't really work very hard at it and really can't play very well. I still have a guitar. In fact, my husband bought me another one. He's a musician and is hoping that I'll get a little bit more into it. Anyway, that's kind of uncomfortable to play, especially when your stomach is in the way. He shows me videos of morbidly obese people that play guitar just fine, and I don't find it comfortable, and I feel like my fingers are too short and fat to get around the frets. So anyway, we also have a keyboard that he bought me some years ago, and he brought it up to me just the other day, and I pulled it back out, and it's on the bed at the moment. Let's see. Well, I don't really need to show you. You know what a keyboard looks like. And I downloaded a Kindle book for like adult beginner piano lessons, and I've been playing, doing warm-ups to sort of get my fingers used to hitting the keys at the same what's the word? Pressure, and then when I want them to, because sometimes I'm thinking my brain is sending, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 5 because I don't have great control of my hands. What else? Last thing. There are probably other things that I do and I'm just not thinking of them. I ran around and grabbed stuff to sort of have show and tell in my thing. The last thing I've done, and I haven't really done it as much as bought the materials for it and sort of gotten ready. I got a binder. I don't know if anybody knows this, but purple is my favorite color. I got this binder. I got a bunch of sleeves to put paper in. And my intent, if I ever get around to it, is to fill it with inspirational stuff so that I have somewhere to go, in addition to the Facebook group, to remind myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. I really need to get this done because I think this would be very helpful. You can get a lot of this online. I don't mean the stuff. I mean, obviously you can get these things online, but you can see a lot of inspirational stuff online, and I'm sort of half and half. I think Tana mentioned that she's old school, and I tend to be. However, I'm also like, I was a computer science major in college, so I do like to do things online, but I'm somewhat more comfortable with things that are physical. So, okay, what else? I think the other thing I wanted to show off, if I can get her to come here, is my dog. I have two. One of them is on the bed next to me right now. Her name is Callie. She's a terrier mix that we rescued last summer. In fact, it was like 5 days after I told my husband, this is it. Surgery is coming because I have to do this. It took me a while to get her up on the bed because right now she equates the bed with where I'm going to clip her nails. So I had to go pick her up because she was not happy. Come here, Callie. Come here. Can you come here? Come. Come here. Come show off. Come here. There we go. Let's see if she'll stand up. No, she's afraid. Come. We'll just move the camera. Callie, can you say hello to YouTube? There you go. Wait, where are you going? Callie, quit moving. There you go. You're so pretty. Okay, so that's Callie. I also have Casper. Casper, I think he might have gotten up and left. He might have said, this is for the birds, I'm getting out of here because mom's weird. Anyway, so that's it. I just wanted to sort of talk about mindfulness. Again, my name is Courtney. Maybe not again. I may not have mentioned that. And I'm having vertical gastric sleeve on the 26th of April. I have liquid diet starting in 10 days, which I'm a little bit nervous about. Mostly I'm anxious that I have all my stuff together, and I've kind of talked about that and I talked about wanting to sort of sit down and make a list of all the things I need to do. I think I already made a list for my go bag for what I'm going to take with me to the hospital when we do go. Some of that stuff I'm going to need to buy, like we don't have Gas X around or biotin. And I have to find a bag to put things in, because if I don't find one, I'm going to end up buying another dang purple thing in this house, because I already found a purple duffel that I thought was really cute. It's really weird that I'm not looking at you guys. I mean to look at you guys, but apparently I'm enamored with my face, so I keep looking at it instead. That's it. I hope to have more information for people later, and hopefully I'll actually do the video when I want to do it, which is on Tuesdays. My surgery is on a Tuesday, and I'm hoping to do surgery Tuesday. Not surgery Tuesday. I do video Tuesday, video Tuesday, video Tuesday, video Tuesday. But I am slacking because generally I wake up too late, and then I'm busy getting ready for like dinner and whatnot for when my husband gets home. And like today, I haven't had a shower and I feel disgusting, but I will live. And everybody else will live with having to look at my messy hair, messy, dirty hair, and what I find to be horrific circles under my eyes. Showing them off. Feel like my little sister. I would love to hear more about what other people do to keep their mind off of the fact that they're hungry, especially in light of the fact that there's going to be the liquid diet starting soon. And as I understand, everybody's hangry, and I mean, I have plenty to do, but I'm always, my interests are pretty varied, and so, well, I like to do creative things, and I like to try new creative things, so if anybody else has ideas, I'd love to hear them. That's it. I think I might include some pictures at the end of this, if I can find, just to sort of show off my, I mentioned over here is a bunch of knitting stuff that I didn't want to swing around to because it's kind of blocked by a pile of mail and, well, stuff. Mail, there's a makeup, purses. My room is a mess, or the master bedroom is a mess. So, goodbye from Callie and I, and hopefully next time I can show you Casper. Love y'all. See you soon. Bye.